Every year in Ontario, we get a number of fires, and the number of fires can vary every year. The issue in Ontario is the challenges we have now with the urban interface fires. Ontario traditionally will have on average 1,300 fires. Out of those 1,300 fires, 50% of those fires are lightning and 50% are person-caused. The potential impact for wildfires in the communities in Ontario is high, and that's due mainly to the urban interface and more the public building their homes in forested and urban areas of the province.
Our urban interface areas is growing so rapidly that it's putting a strain on our resources. So if we were to get a fire in these areas, we would probably deplete a lot of our trucks and some of our stations, therefore putting other areas in the city at risk.
AFFES is the Aviation, Forest Fire and Emergency Services, which is a branch of the Ministry of Natural Resources. Our role in fire management is to ensure public safety for the people of Ontario and ensure all infrastructure and people of Ontario are safe from wildfire. Key points in the fire management strategy are to prevent personal injury, value loss and social disruption due to forest fires. Some of the other key components of the strategy are preventing wood supply loss, promoting public education, as well as promoting fire prevention activities such as the FireSmart program.
FireSmart is a comprehensive education mitigation program that helps the public and communities to be able to build defensible platforms against the threat of wildfire. It's a national scope program, and it was introduced because of its comprehensiveness. The educational components to FireSmart and the benefits that it brings to people of Ontario is that it touches just about on every aspect of life in a community. So whether you're looking at the high-level planning in your community of where you're going to develop, how you're going to build your community, right down to the homeowner and looking at the 3 priority zones that are recommended for homeowners to look at and manage on their own. It gives tips and tools and tricks on how to do that in an easy to use type program.
We have basically implemented the FireSmart concept in the majority of our campers associations. We have visited the majority of them, showing them the program and basically telling them that they should do this to protect their cottages and even their homes. We have to emphasize the importance to make sure that they make their areas as fire safe as possible.
We want to make sure that we're able to help out and look after our own property and investments ourselves and not necessarily have to rely on the excellent program that the ministry has. There's not a very technologically advanced system. It's a pump at the lake and a bunch of hose and some sprinkler heads. So we create a humidity zone and the fire would pass right through us and keep on going. You know, we're always concerned about fire and now through this FireSmart program we're going to be enhancing that even further. Some of the things we've done initially was putting steel on the roofs, clearing the brush back from all around the cabin so we don't have fire spread.
Utilizing partnerships in the FireSmart program is probably one of the more key components. It helps us to build capacity and ensures the longevity of a FireSmart program, so partnerships are very important.
The MNR partners with the municipalities as well as the Ontario Fire Marshal's Office by assisting municipalities in incorporating FireSmart within their communities. And we do that through advisory services as well as prevention.
The Office of the Fire Marshal is responsible for administering the Fire Protection and Prevention Act and the Fire Code, which is a regulation made under the Act that regulates fire safety, systems, equipment, buildings, lands, structures in Ontario. The OFM partners with the Ministry of Natural Resources and municipalities to support the FireSmart program by helping to raise awareness about the fire risks associated with the wildland urban interface. The key to success of FireSmart is public involvement through addressing community planning issues and implementing the strategies outlined in the program. Like any great resource, it's only useful if it's applied. It can range from anything as simple as cleaning the gutters out on your cottage to removing some brush from around your cottage property. Anything from that to addressing community-wide issues such as fire department access, water supply issues, or evacuation procedures. The key is awareness and recognizing the issues and the risks and addressing them and taking appropriate steps to mitigate those risks.
Fire safety in a community really isn't the responsibility of one organization. If you want to look at the whole picture, the FireSmart program is built on a platform of partnerships and identifying key roles for everybody to play an important part of. It's everybody's responsibility.
Anything we can do to prevent these wildfires will help everybody within the province. Keeping in mind that prevention is only one component of preventing the impacts of fires. The second being mitigating any circumstances that can protect your forest home from the impact of wildfire.